bodyguard, rocking suits and shoes, going against any odds. The show's booked up. I chose to take the world over. Look up. What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Hey yo, 30 years later, Illmatic was dropped. Yeah, man, what the am I doing?
Hey yo, Prim, chill. I got the rhymes, you got the beats.
Alright.
30 years later, we back in the streets, we back in the lab.
Alright then. Let's go, Nas.
It's time. It's album time. Yeah.
It's time.
It's time. Black is time.
Premiere album still gonna happen.
Take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh, there's no one left to call. You stay up counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're afraid you cannot run what's running through your veins. Oh, you're carrying the weight in the dead of night.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man, the tight end Warren. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. You talk about this Titan defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. They've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And this will be out of bounds at the 1 here, the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. To throw, here's Ward. Got his man, Okonkwo. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. It's a quarterback sneak. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Ward. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback, maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. The Colts had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And this one too low.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cougar 19.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
What an advantage having a lead guy to build a defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And his kick here is good.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Brent, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Now 3rd down and 7. Throwing now, Ward.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. This pass left side to Downs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Ready? Viking 18. 7 Pirates.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison. Panther Street, take over.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Go! 19, go check. Ready?
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. 2nd and 4. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you get out forward. Screen passes like that and take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ward. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
And it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing is Ward. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he got to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Ward. That is caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Cut 19!
They'll keep it on the ground. Rose. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That play looked off right from the beginning because I think he hurt himself a little bit and ended up making the throw short of the back on the screen attempt. It falls incomplete.
Bates' kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, he's been a busy man in this first half. They've targeted him quite a bit, including both plays here to start this drive. And until that defense starts reacting a little better, they may just keep going back to him.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That complete to Downs. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
19 Lions. Check up.
They'll look to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
79 Broncos. Let's go.
Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Rashee Rice, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A point after, good by Groupie. And the lead is now 17-3. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rhodes. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Play action now, Ward. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And a nice job by the 2 of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
He finds his man complete. It's Rhodes. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now Ward. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was one play, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Okay, ready?
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Going for it, here's Ward. Now they go screen, it's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Let's
go now.
They'll set up to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this taken in by Downs. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this off to Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now 2nd and 3.
6-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Up the middle they go. Rhodes. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 3rd and short, going with a tight end. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Ready, set.
They'll try and sneak it here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
At the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, Rhodes. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and
Panther 60. Ready.
Here's Ward. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A 3-yard loss, fourth down now. On now is the Titans punter as he's on to kick it away. Left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. What a run that was. 88 yards on the punt return. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
27-3. Rigoberto Sanchez, the kickoff.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Here we go.
They'll run on first down. It's Rhodes. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Moore. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Rhodes. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Ready.
To throw, here's Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Ready.
Up the middle they go. Rhodes. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you were on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him now. They tend to leave him in.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
He'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Gets the dump off to Pierce.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down, they've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Delivers another one to Pierce.
Strong running at the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Barnett. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another He's gained 13 yards that time and another first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Come on. Set. Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
To throw is Ward. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Defensively, they know the situation. They stacked the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. And if they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go
I was going to say, it could be a house call.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. On the return, Harris.
13 yards the tally on the return there.
And it'll be Titan football.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because
he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 46 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them.
And it's a Titans touchdown.
Chigakonkwo.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Titans are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now down to 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Throw out right, pulled in by Downs.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. So they came in here facing a very tall task going against the NFL's #1 ranked defense, but they got the job done. Charles, really